Alright, so welcome guys. I will get everything updated as soon as I possibly can. Pak Seung on the mound. 5.44 ERA for the man. 6-9. Has not played well against Hanwha. He's played absolutely awful against Hanwha, except when he pitches at home. So we'll see how it goes. Wang Youngmook leading things off for Hanwha, and looks at a strike in there, and we's be underways. Wang Youngmook, Pak Seung, 667, 2 for 3. Again, Hanwha has hit extremely well against Pak Seung this year, and that's not the start Hanwha wants. A 3-pitch strikeouts. A little late, Mary Kate. Alright, Peraza. Probably did, as that's brushed foul and strike one. Riding on Hanwha. Whoo! It's a bold strategy, Mary Kate. Hope it pays off for you. The old one pitch, and that's nowhere near anybody's strike zone. Like I said, I will get the orders and everything all set up as soon as possible. As swing miss. Once again, loses his helmet. All right, the another strikeout. 2 strikeouts already. Oops, sorry. No, they're playing Hanwha. I just haven't changed it yet. I changed the colors. There you go. That's why Hanwha started out so slow. I had it from all right. John Jin-hyuk steps in, looks at strike one, and quickly 2 away for Hanwha, and things are not looking promising. Interesting. They are pretty much gone back to the lineup that did not work earlier this season, as John Jin-hyuk looks at ball 2. Going with Kim Tae-yeon at the bottom of the order instead of anywhere near the top. Last time they had Kim Tae-yeon down at the bottom of the order, they lost 7 in a row. And that's 3 outs. They almost hit a ball fair. There's that. They almost got one fair. That'll be the end of the first for Hanwha. That was an awful, awful start for Hanwha. Probably could not have gotten any worse than what they just had. So lots of changes on the Hanwha lineup, trying to get them all situated and set up, but Hanwha didn't help me out there by, having any sort of thing that resembled an offense. Moon Dong-ju will be on the mound. Moon Dong-ju, the number one thing to be thinking about is that first inning. What will he do? That first inning is so important for Moon Dong-ju, as he has struggled all year with it. He was much better the last few games, as long as he's letting out, as long as he's given up 2 or less runs, he's okay, honestly. So Wang Yang Mook. So first pitch coming up, 5.71 ERA for Moon Dong-ju, 6-7, 19 games, 99 and a third innings, 83 strikeouts, 41 walks, 335 batting average against, and a 1.75 whip. Oh, I almost. Why? Again, I don't know why there were so many changes to this lineup. All right, the speedster starts up. We'll see if he bunts for puts down a bunt at the first part here, but no, not gonna bunt on that, says that's way upstairs. So I do finally have Hanwha's lineup set up after they went 1-2-3. Reyes, right? Reyes already has struggled as Moon Dong-ju has thrown 2 balls already. So I will get the old Lotte lineup up and going as soon as possible. Wang Sung-bin, 318. That's a strike on the inside as he faked the bunt. Hanwha is going to have to worry about home run hitters, even though Lotte is very difficult to hit home runs in. And that misses ball 3-1, and this is not the start that Hanwha was wanting. And Hanwha really struggles in Busan. I think I've been to 4 or 5 games in Busan, and I think I've seen 1 victory. As we've run the count full now. Former Lotte manager in returning for the first time. And that's a swing and a miss on a pitch nowhere near hittable. Both leadoff batters swinging and missing. All right, that misses way out. 1-0. And 307 for Gosun Min, the second baseman. Looks at ball 2, and that's 2 straight batters that have started with a 2-ball count. Fouls that away, 2-1. Earlier this year, they did play well against Lotte, but Lotte was missing quite a bit of their offensive power at the time. The 2-1 misses way upstairs, and another 3-ball count here. Foul away, leaves another full count. 2 batters, 2 full counts. And not the luckily Hanwha's bullpen is rested, as they obviously didn't play yesterday. Maybe they played, I don't think they did, but there was no game on the schedule, as that's going to be lined into center field, and the first batter is on. So there goes the old perfect game and the no-hitter. All in one swing. Get rid of the no-hitter alert, ladies and gentlemen. And there's going to be another hit as the third baseman who has really come alive is really just he's really been somebody that they were not expecting this type of offense from. And again, in my preview way before the season started, I talked about how are they going to score runs. Well, part of the way that they score runs is by magically finding a third baseman, and the other one is signing Reyes, who's leading the league in batting average. So those are generally two good things to have, is a guy leading the average and a guy that just came out of nowhere. As that's a strike in there on the curve. Reyes, 351 on the season, 14 home runs, 162 hits, and also the longest pants in the league. And the 0-1 pitch, that's going to be a ground ball for 3, double play. And just like last week, they get out of things courtesy of some defense. Got out of it with no runs allowed, and that is a huge, huge start for Moon Dong-ju as he gives up 2 straight hits, but is able to get out of it with the old 4-3 double play. And Mary Kate is excited. Oh, I don't want that. I want that. All right, I've almost got everything situated. Second base. All right, we're back. Reyes with the ground into double play as Wang Yangmook decided I'll take it myself. Fielder. No. All right, No Shiwan will lead things off here in the second inning. Average sitting down at 280 now. No Shiwan back. Back to his hometown, as he is from Busan, as he looks at ball 1, making it 1-1. And a chopper shortstop over, grabs, throws, and congratulations, Hanwha! You hit a ball fair! All right, that's going to bring up Chan Sung. He is back out there after a bit of a break over the weekend. Again, he seemed to have hurt his hand while he was fielding a ball over at first. Took a couple days off, came out of one game, didn't play on Saturday or Sunday. Hanwha was still able to get some wins there, so that's always fantastic. And almost, ladies and gentlemen, almost. And that's strike two, 1 and 2. All right, I think I got that order fixed. First, second, third, shorts, left, right, center. And it's Daejeon Song fouls that one away. All right, now I can get everything all set up and actually call this game. So Daejeon back, which is good, maybe. But because he's back, now they've moved Kim Tae-yeon way down in the lineup again. As that bounced in the dirt. 2 and 2. Well, Lotte does have the worst, or one of the worst bullpens in the league. They lead the league in blown saves, so that's always a plus, as that's a swing and a miss. 3 strikeouts already for Park Se-eun. Again, 1 outing so far this year against Hanwha. He gave up 10 runs, 9 of them earned. Last year he did not pitch against Hanwha. The year before, the game he played, so he had over a 5 ERA. But the game that he played in Daejeon, he gave up 7 runs. The game he played in Busan, he gave up 0. So Kim Tae-yeon will step in and looks at strike 1. Way up high, 1 and 1. And another strike. Held up, but it doesn't matter when it's a strike. Way outside at 2 and 2. Yeah, he had. He hit well, except for like a 2-day stretch, and then they decided that they didn't want him at the top of the lineup anymore. Instead, they're going looks over hits, I guess. And ripped foul. Yeah. Gotta go with the old school approach. Guy has one good day, and suddenly he's the number 3 hitter. As that one's popped up and into the camera well, or bullpen well, or I don't know what the heck that thing is called. All right, I think I got everything set up now. All right, the 2-2 pitch, and that is ripped. Did that bounce back into the fair play? Ripped that one so hard it bounced back into fair play after it hit a seat. Just in here. There we go. All right, the 2-2 fouled away again. A good thing seeing some pitches, fouling them off, bringing this count up to 17 on this inning. 11 pitches in the first inning. Way, way too quick. Eighth pitch of this at-bats. And that's going to be a 5-3 putouts. Another 1-2-3 inning for Hanwha, but at least they got some pitches thrown with that 9 pitch at-bats from Kim Daejeon, helping out the Hanwha pitching staff by extending that inning a little bit. Sees 9 pitches in the first two batters, 11 in the first 3. 9 in the first 2 of the second inning, and then he decides, okay, I'll help you guys out. I don't know if they'll be there. Oftentimes they don't travel to. They only travel to Seoul during the week. So I don't know if they'll actually be there. Up until this year, they didn't go to away games unless they were in Seoul. I've been to so many games, and I 3, 4, 5 games in Busan, and they've only been there one time, and that was the year that Hanwha was in third place, actually in second place in the league for a while. That was the only time, and they were there for one day. Up until this year, none of the teams really traveled on the weekends. This year, they finally did, as we are back here. So, Moon Dong-ju back out on the mound. 15 pitches in that first inning, and first pitch here is a ball. Jun Jun-woo steps in at 297 on the season. And that's way upstairs again. Another 2-ball count to start a pitcher, or start a hitter. Really, Kielm has actually been coming more than, so up until this year, none of the teams went except for KT and SSG would bring their cheerleaders to Daejeon, but not very often. Yeah, KT and SSG have the best fan service as far as the teams in the league go. No questions. Like, it's between those two teams. I consider your cheerleaders going to away games fan service, because you're taking that fan experience to other stadiums for your teams. That is going to be a liner again, coming into his left, and he can't make the play. I don't know how many times I've talked about it, but he cannot come in. He cannot go left to right very well. Final class ever in Dave. Final class in Korea. That should have been a catch. Yeah, that was a 8-step catch from a center fielder. That should have easily been a catch. Don't do anything to get kicked out, as that one is skied up into the air. That one's a lot easier for him, and one away. You'll start your own little academy in China. They should have bunted. All right, Yoon Dong-hee steps in, 289 on the season. Playing center field, the young man, Moon Dong-ju's teammates on the Korean team. And that misses upstairs, 1-0. And ball two again, another 2-ball count. Oh, well, I'd say you could sneak around that, but I wouldn't be sneaking around anything doing in China. Might end up in shackles, as that's fouled away, 2-1. I do like this camera work here in Busan. You can see the middle infielder and the umpire. A swing and a miss there. In the reflections of the little box windows, you can watch Wong Young Mook's Wakanda dance, and the umpire do a little two-step in the reflection. And fouled away. 15 pitches in the first inning for Moon Dong-ju as he struggled with those two singles and two full counts. Then, luckily got out of it with that 4-3 double play. All right, the 2-2 pitch to Yoon Dong-hee, and sticks the bat out up over the shortstop. Jun Jun-woo is going to go first, stop at second. And more hits for Lotte, as they've got 4 singles through the first 2 innings so far. Not extremely hard hit, as he was really fooled on that, threw the bat out, but threw the bat out hard enough to flip it over the shortstop's head. Jun Jun-woo thought about going first to third, but wisely for Lotte's part, decided no. And that's going to bring up No Jin Hyuk. And that is ripped into the netting right by the foul pole. Strike one. Nice to see not starting off the count with 2 balls. No Jin Hyuk, in the history of me watching, has been a Hanwha absolute killer for some reason, and I don't know why. Last year, 282 against him with 2 home runs. 2022, 270 with 3 home runs. As he looks at strike one, a beautiful pitch on the bottom corner. He had 4 home runs last year. 2 of them were against Hanwha. He had 15 home runs in 2022. 3 of them were against Hanwha. As that's way outside. 1 and 2. Basically, he would love to play Hanwha every single game, and he would probably be leading the world in homers. There's one of the former Hanwha cheerleaders there, Mary Kate, and that's in the dirt. 2 and 2. right, the 2-2 pitch. And swing and a miss there. Big strikeouts brings it to 2 outs with those 2 runners on. Big time. Well, you're not going to see her until Saturday. All right, bringing up the old bottom of the order. Sun Sung Bin steps in, 206 on the season for the catcher. Again, Lotte's big signing catcher is out for the season. The former LG catcher. As that's going to be a little bloop. Cheon Sung sticks his glove up, catches it, and that's 3 away. They strand another 2. 2 more hits, but nothing to show for it. And we will go to the 3rd inning. Nineteen pitches that inning, brings him to 34, slightly behind his counterpart today. We'll see how things go in the 3rd inning. As far as Park Se-hoon's difficult inning, it would be the 2nd inning and then the 5th. 5th inning is really bad for him. Ooh. We will we'll take some runs before the break. So Kim In-won will lead things off for Hanwha, sitting down in the old 7 hole today. That one was new. The Maxim coffee commercial. All right, Kim In-won looking to be the first person to hit a ball out of the infield. Looks at ball 1, 1-0. A diving stop by the second baseman, and he tried. He tried to hit it out of the infield, but the infielder said no. We will not be having any of that, and 1 away. Good thing he is tall. All right, Daejeon check swing, but gets a piece. How tall is that? 190? No, that's Reyes. I was like, wait, no. 189. He's like 6'3". That is real tall for a second baseman. And fouls. That's 1 away. 1-2. Daejeon celebrating his birthday here. He's probably going to hit at least 6 home runs today to celebrate it. And that's upstairs. 2-2. Ah, makes sense. 190. Anything taller than me is pretty tall for a middle infielder. That's gonna be the first pitch, the first hit into the outfield, and Che Jae-hoon says, "Happy birthday to me. I will take a base." There goes the no-hitter. There goes the perfect game, and the offense is now awake. They were being traditional and waiting for the eldest member to hit first. All right, Lee Do-yoon following in Che Jae-hoon. Oh yeah, let's fake a box. And 1-0. Yeah, I don't think Reyes moves fast enough to play middle infield. They had to replace An Chi-hong, who's not even in the first team right now. As that makes it inside 1-1. Last 5 games, 389. So they move him down to the 9th spots. 1 game breakout, you get moved up to the 3rd. A full 5-game series, 5 games, you play well, you get shut down in the 9 hole. And here comes the 1-1 pitch. That's chopped foul. 1-2. Right, the 1-2 pitch once again to Lee Do-yoon. That's gonna be a liner right to the second baseman. All right, well, I guess we'll flip the lineup back over. Mr. He's got to earn him. Wang Young-mook will lead things off. Alright, Wang Young-mook stepping in. He struck out in his first at-bats, 0 for 1. And looks at strike 1. Average down to 303 now on the season. Swing and a miss. 0-2. All right, the 0-2 pitch. Says, put it in the dirt. Put it in the dirt. He does, but he gets a piece of it, and we'll have another bat. Alright, the 0-2 swing and a miss again, and that's 3 away. Hanwha finally gets a hit though, but they leave him on base. And that'll be the end of the 3rd for Hanwha. We'll go to the bottom of it, 0-0. At least Hanwha is not going to get a no-hitter thrown against him. So there's always that. So. Ay, ay, ay. And you know, with the hit, wasn't a quick, super quick 1, 2, 3 inning again. So that's also fantastic. And Lotte will have the top of the lineup coming up. Born in France, né Renault. Some of these commercials. Huh? All right, who's coming up? Who's coming up? Wang Sungbin will lead things off for Lotte. He struck out in his first at-bats, looking for the same. As we're back before they are, and we'll see. Military set him in the green seat so nobody can see him. The one guy with glasses is eating his Doritos with chopsticks. The rest of them are doing questionable things to some chicken. As that's strike one. 317 on the season after that's first inning strikeouts for the spark plug for Lotte, the left fielder. Winner of the best performance of the All-Star game. Kenny, didn't you say that's your grandma's favorite player, or your mother-in-law or something? All right, the 1-2 pitch. And that's going to be a chopper. That's going to be a difficult place. Ooh. What a play by Ito Yoon. We'll see if that's replayed. Yeah, what is your call, Kenny? It looked like it beat him to me. He's out. Mary Kate says he's out. All right. Mary Kate knows. If he would have stuck his arm out instead of going like that, it would have been easily safe. Yeah, pretty sure he's safe. Mary Kate, you don't get to umpire anymore. Tough play, great arm, he's fast. Mary Kate's not happy. Mary Kate is not happy. No cheerleaders. No Hanwha cheerleaders. Safe on the diving play. That's going to bring up Go Sung-bin, the second baseman that made that diving stop. He singled in his first at-bats, and the check over is safe. They've had at least one base runner on every inning so far. Yeah, he short-armed his slide. And there you go. No. Faked off. Outside, 1-0. 34 pitches in the first inning for Moon Dong-ju, sitting at 39 now. Again? All right, the 1-0 checks over on Wang Sung-min and safely in. Does have plenty of speed as he improved his stolen bases. Yes, 41 stolen bases this year, caught 8 times. Previous years, he's definitely fast, but can he get good jumps? As that's fouled away. I mean, you can't blame her, Kenny. It's a fantastic movie. Very catchy. All right, so the 1-1 pitch. Swing. Oh, he's going to go first to third on a swing and a miss. That is rough. Swing and a miss, and he goes 2 bases. Told you he was fast, and there wasn't even a throw. First to third on that wild pitch. Backhanding it again. His poor fundamentals. He definitely doesn't throw a forkball very often. As now they are 1 fly ball from a or a line drive to the third baseman who steps on the bag that carried him there, and 2 away. Wow. That wow. That was huge. Especially with the single right behind it. I don't know what he's running. I mean, yeah. Well, another runner on base there. He's given up 6 hits already through 3 innings. Reyes steps back in. He grounded into a 4-3 double play. And ball 1. It wouldn't have mattered if he had you need a lead anyway in case the ball gets passed, but it wouldn't have mattered. The play took him right at the base. And fouls away, ball 2. Would have been I mean, no matter what, he would have been doubled up. That's just bad luck. All right, for the 1-1 way. What a beautiful strike. I think there was a seam that had a wild piece there. All right, the 1-2 pitch. Slapped foul. Stays 1-2. All right, Reyes 0 for 1 on the day with that 4-3 double play earlier in the first inning. Runner on again. And pops that one up. That's trouble. Ito Yoon out over the shoulder basket catching somewhere. Hanwha learned to play some ridiculous defense. That'll be the end of the third. They strand another one with some absolutely ridiculous defense from Hanwha. That is fabulous defense. Could have easily gotten real out of hand right there after that wild pitch, but set them up exactly where they wanted them. I mean, yeah, you want him over there on third, so No Shiwan is playing a little bit closer to the line, so because you knew he was gonna foul, or he was gonna line that right at No Shiwan to step on the bag. Yeah, just like you drew it up. Elsewhere around the league, LG is up 2-0 against KT, which is good for Hanwha. NC's up 2-1 against Doosan, which is also good for Hanwha. And Kia is up 4-0 against SSG, which is also good for Hanwha. If Hanwha could just, hit. So Peraza will lead things off for Hanwha, hoping to get their second hit of the day, which means he's here for a home run. That's exactly what it means, ladies and gentlemen. He is here for home runs. Peraza stepping in, ready for a home run. Ball. Couldn't tell if that was a ball or a strike. Struck out in his first at-bats. 0 for 1 on the day, and that's a strike at the top of the zone. 1-1. All right, the 1-1 pitch to Peraza swings at a pitch in the dirt again. Keep throwing it down there. He'll keep swinging at it. All right, here comes the 1-2 pitch. Did not throw it down there, and he said, I will take a hit, please. As Hanwha's got themselves a leadoff single from Peraza. And that's going to bring up Jang Jin-hyuk. Hitting 77 against Lotte coming into today's game. Unfortunately, he has not improved that as he popped up to the third baseman in foul territory in his first at-bat. And the check over on Peraza. I don't know if he actually got off the bag yet because he doesn't have his oven mitts attached. It's a pretty big lead for Peraza. As yes, the pop-up bunt drops it, throw to excellent job. Way to call for the bunt. First runner on first and nobody else. You call for the bunt, you pop it up. The pitcher accidentally drops it, and you get doubled up. You good God, this manager is a idiot. Jang Jin-hyuk, go sit down. Why are you not running that out? Good Lord. All right. What is the deal with KBO managers and their stupid Runner on first, bunting. Yeah, I'm looking at you, you moron. Retire. You're awful. Lord. Good Lord. The shouldn't be anywhere near the top of the lineup special is one of those. But he had one good game, and he told the manager that he would pose for a picture with him for his Instagram. And so the manager threw him up in the 3-hole. Man, wouldn't that be awesome if there was, a runner on first to push over? But no, instead, there's 2 outs. Well done, manager. You don't even get a name. Good Lord. I mean, just suck the whole life out of a team and just make fans be like, why am I watching this? Leadoff single, runner on first, nobody out, and you bunt because you're such a idiot that you cannot grasp the concept that the game has changed since you started coaching 75 freaking years ago. I hope Hanwha just gets spanked. I really hope Lotte puts up 10 runs this inning. I really do. Just so that everybody can realize how dumb the manager in Hanwha's dugout is. Absolutely embarrassment to the game of baseball. I feel bad for the players that have to play under this guy. They go out there trying to play, but no, you got this manager trying to manage like it's still 1983 with guys that can't play. Just an embarrassment to the game. And another full count. right, here comes the 7th pitch of this at bats. 48 pitches through 3 innings. Got helped out by 2 double plays. He's given up 6 hits already in the first 3 innings. And that's going to be a 6-3 putout. Well, 6 hits and 2 double plays will do that to you. All right, Na-Sung-Yup steps in. He is 0 for 1 on the day. Flew out to center field in his first at-bats, and looks at strike 1. Averages drop down to 299. And that's in there for a strike, 0-2. And outside, 2-2. Got up 0-2 again, and now it's 2-2. Oh, they've got to win this game. In order to make the playoffs in the 5 spot, you got to be 500. They're 5 games below 500. And that is going to be a tough play. Not going to make it. And another hit. Seven singles now for Lotte. That's not good. He's moving his arm around, holding his elbow. Uh-oh. No. I assume they're going to let him throw a couple. All right. Seems to be okay. We'll see. Yoon Dong-hee will step in. Yeah. How does he pitch is the question. Got a runner on first. And that misses low, 1-0. 291 on the season for the center fielder. Singled in his first at-bat, but was stranded on base like most of the people that have been getting hits. Lotte is 0 for the game, and the runners in scoring position is that's just catches the outside. 1-1. All right, the 1-1 pitch. That's in the dirt. 2-1. You guys think he goes first to third on a pitch in the dirt? As the catcher backhands a ball in the dirt again. instead of sliding his body in front of it. But here comes the 2-1 pitch. That's beautiful in there. 2-2. Throws him there as he's pitch number 17 of this inning coming up here. Had a full count and then the single, the old swunt. That's been what, 2 or 3 infield singles now? As he calls time. All right, the 2-2 pitch. That is not a single, that is an out. 2 away. First action for Hanwha out there in left field, and 2 away. No double plays this inning for Lotte, as they like to take 1 inning off. Double play in the first, no double play in the second. Double play in the third, no double play in the fourth. We'll see what happens here as No Jin Hyuk struck out swinging in his first at-bats. 0 for 1. And that's ball 1 way outside, 1-0. 228 on the season for today's shortstop. Good night, man. It's all right. I feel like Hanwha deserves to lose this game after the last inning. All right, the 1-1 pitch to No Jin Hyuk, and that's outside at 2-1. 20 pitches now in this inning. 21st pitch coming up as Moon Dong-ju tries to make it through another one of his rough innings. And that'll be a strike, 2-2. Opponent's hitting 352 against them in the 4th inning. Luckily, I was looking down at my my notes. Didn't see him. Can't really hear him too much. All right, the 2-2 pitch, 2 outs. That's going to be a chopper to the second baseman who throws and 3 away. They get an infield single, but once again, they strand him, and we will go to the 5th inning. Hanwha tied 0-0. But the pitch count is climbing for Moon Dong-ju. Five stranded so far for Lotte. Fifth inning isn't friendly. Well, the 5th inning's not real friendly to Moon Dong-ju either. Yeah. Fifth inning, 369. You know, that's not bad if you're a Hanwha fan. Luckily for him, he's going to be facing the 6, 7, 8, and 9 hitters. So facing the bottom of the order here. I mean, he's only at 54 pitches. It does help when you have a bunt failed 1, 2, 3, 6, 4, 3 double play. Yes, I looked all that up. 1, 2, because off the pitcher's glove, catcher caught it through to first. First baseman threw to shorts. Shortstop threw to the second baseman, and then the second baseman threw back to the first baseman, who was now at second base, to apply the tag. So Hanwha will send Kim Tae-yeon up to try to score some runs before the break. 2 hits on the day. They're 0 for 2, 0 for 3 after those hits. And that's way up and in. They are 0 for 4 with runners on. Right, the 1-0 pitch misses upstairs also, and that's 2-0. Park Se-hoon's biggest trouble in the 5th is walks. He's given up 10 walks in the 5th inning, as that's in there for a strike. Second only to the 1st inning, which he's given up 16, which wouldn't be that big of a thing, but he's faced 11 less batters in the 5th inning, and walks obviously don't count as faced batters, but a swing and a miss there, 2-2. Kim Daejeon grounded out to the 3rd baseman in his first at-bat to end the 2nd inning, leading off the 4th. As Hanwha's had 3 base runners, 2 of them been stranded, and 1 was erased on a poor decision. And that's swing and a miss. His 5th strikeout of the day. That's going to bring up Kim In-won. Kim In-won just hanging out by himself out there in left field, not having a lot of fun. Anything over to the left side has been fielded cleanly by No Shuan and Lee Do-yoon. Did get a fly ball though. 0 for 1 on the day, grounded out to second base in his first at bat to lead off the 3rd, and looks at ball 1. Average dropping down, all the way down to 232 right now. He's good for a double today though, as he pops that to an up center fielder under it, and 2 away. Quickly, 2 away. 54 pitches through 4 innings for Park Se-hoon. Again, the more they can get from their starters, the better, because their bullpen is atrocious. Now that's going to bring up Che Jae-hoon. He's one of the singles Hanwha has today. And that's in there for a strike. 1 for 1 with a single, bringing it up to 260 for the birthday boy. And the 0-1 fouls that one away. 0-2. Almost hits the Lotte manager, who used to be his manager at in Doosan. Lays off of that up high. 1-2. Now right to the 1-2 pitch. And gets him looking on a pitch in the bottom inside corner. And that'll be the end of the 5th for Hanwha. They've got 2 hits through the first half of the game. So there's that. They also have a walk. Yeah, you could say that. It helps when you've now thrown 65 pitches through 5 innings, Kenny. That'll help the old the bullpen. Moon Dong-ju, on the other hand, he's at 70 pitches through 4 innings. And again, that's being helped out with 2 double plays. bottom of the fifth. Let's see what happened. Moon Dong-ju fifth inning. Opponents hit 323 against him. His issue in the fifth inning, very similar to Park Se-young's, and that is the walks. 8 walks in the fifth inning is the most he's given up on any inning. He's also given up 8 walks in the first inning, but he's faced almost twice as many batters in the first inning. So he will face Son Sung-bin to start the inning, start the inning. He little pop fly to the first baseman. Five straight seasons with 100 strikeouts for Park Se-young, and that is just the exact same pitch that Park Se-young threw for strike 3. Barely catches the outside corner for a strike. And the 0-1 pitch, that does not, and 1-1. Son Sung-bin 0 for 1 on the day. Again, popped up to a little soft bloopy liner, and that is not, that's a regular old fly ball to Kim Tae-yeon. 1 away. Important for him to go get a 1-2-3 inning here. He has not had a 1-2-3 inning yet. He's given up at least a single in every single inning. 2 singles in the first, 2 singles in the second, 2 singles in the third, and a single last inning. And he will back to the top of the order. Wang Sung-bin, who had a infield single in his last at-bats, but also a strikeout. That is foul, strike 1. All right, the 0-1 pitch catches the outside, 0-2. Moon Dong-ju sitting at 75 pitches. He usually throws about 90. He can throw into the hundreds if he's needed. And the 0-2 swing and a miss. That's going to be out number 2. Second strikeout of the day for Wang Sung-bin. And the first 2 away, just needs 1 more. Go Sung-bin steps in. He lined out to the third baseman for a double play in his last at-bats. Singled in his first. And looks at a strike that's blue on the outside corner. And that is lifted right at the right fielder. 3 away, and importantly, only 8 pitches in that inning, and that will allow him to come back out for the 6th inning, as we'll take a break and be back in just a few minutes. Alrighty, I'm back. Ito Yoon leading things off for Hanwha. Looks at strike one. And ball one. Lifts that one right at the left fielder, makes two steps up, and that's one away. Hanwha getting helped out by the rest of the league. The team in fourth is losing 4-1. The team in fifth is losing 4-0, and the team in sixth is losing 4-0 also. Wang Yang-mook looks at ball one. And that's in there for a strike at the top of the zone. 1-1. Wang Yang-mook 0 for 2 today, 2 strikeouts. Park Se-hung has 6 strikeouts on the day, and that's not going to be a strikeout, but it's going to be a 4-3 groundouts and 2 away. Not only 2 away, still at 71 pitches through 5 2/3. I talked about it in the description. I talked about it at the start of this game. He does not pitch well against Hanwha, except when he plays in Busan. Peraza looks at strike one. He already has his 1 hit today, sitting at 287. Can he get a second one, and can he put it over the big 20-foot wall? Throw it down. But that's a fastball down, not. He's got to get something that breaks the drops down. All right, the 1-1 pitch to Peraza. And that hits him in the back. That is a slider that did not slide very well. Ooh. Right above the old iliac crest. That didn't feel good, but Hanwha's got a base runner. That feels good. That's going to bring up John Jin-hyuk, who, well, I'm not going to say anything. Outside, 1-0, 262 now on the season. And that's upstairs, 2-0. He is hitting about 60 against Lotte on the season. Not 600. 60. And the 2-0 looks at strike one on the inside. 2-1. And 2-2. They're like cooling patches. Nick said that he wears them, and he said that they work pretty well. I have never worn any of them. says put it on the outside, outer half, low. He does, but misses. And 3 away. And that'll be the end of Hanwha's 6th inning. They did get another person on base. And then they once again didn't get a hit. As they are now 0 for 4 with runners on base. No, 0 for 5. 0 for 5 with runners on base. They have yet to get anybody past first base. As Park Se-hung is 79 pitches through 6 innings. I have I got some of those neck cooling things that you see everywhere. A couple of them work okay. A couple of them don't. I feel like they work for about 3 minutes, and then after that's nothing. There's a couple of them that are pretty good. I just order them on coupon. So Kenny, after the game, I'll send you a link of the good ones, because there's some good ones and there's some not worth your money ones. So I'll send you a link about the actual decent ones to get. All right. Bottom of the 6th here, Moon Dong-ju back out. First pitch is a ball. Son Hong-young will lead off the 6th inning for Lotte. He's 2 for 2 on the day. 331 on the season for the third baseman. And goes down to a knee, pops that up. Lee Do-yoon over and 1 away. First time he has been retired today. All right, stepping up is Reyes. How old is Park Se-hung? I don't think he was that old. 95. Reyes looks at ball 1. So he's 29. And the 1-0 fouled away. 1-1. 157 on the gun is this is when Moon Dong-ju starts to just let it rip. This is his last inning. Again, he came in 78 pitches through the as that's a swing and a miss at a pitch going into the dirt. 78 pitches through 5 innings. Wow, nice catch. He should play left field for Doosan. All right, the 1-2 pitch, way outside, 2-2. The announcers are orgasming over the fact that he threw 100 miles an hour. They might have to go change themselves, as that's outside. Yeah, they got all super excited because another full count. All right, another full count, 4th one of the day for Moon Dong-ju. Scouts are in attendance. And a swing and a miss. That's what's more impressive to me is the off-speed stuff that is set up by that fastball. 2 away. Yeah, but it wasn't. A forkball is gonna really. So, forkball, you're going to throw like a fastball, but you're outside a little bit, so as that's on the outside. 0-1. All right, it's the 0-1 pitch. Outside, 1-1. So again, about 80 or so is whenever he just starts letting it fly. Kind of saves himself for the till then. Swing and a miss is there, just flailing at his off-speed stuff. They're all geared up for that fastball, but the curveball is just enough. Do they go forkball here again, or do they throw a fastball past him? Nope. In the dirt. 2-2. Now you gotta throw a fastball. All right, the 2-2 pitch. 2 outs, 91st pitch of the game for Moon Dong-ju. And doesn't get him. Ooh, he went around, and he'll end his day with a strikeout. I would love to see a replay of that, not gonna lie. That'll be the end of the 6th for this game. We will go to... They said he swung, yes. I'm not entirely sure about that, but yeah, I wish I would have showed a replay. But that should be it for Moon Dong-ju. 91 pitches on the day. I can't imagine they're going to send him back out there for more. I mean, they could, but with, you know, you got Kim So-hyun, Han Sung-hyuk, and Chu Hyun-sung. I don't know why you would. But who knows? Again, what do I know? I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. All right, here's the replay. Ooh, don't think he went, but yeah, I think these are going to be replayable next year. Yeah, I didn't think he went either, but even on the replay. I don't know. I'm not too excited about the replay on a check swing like that. I mean, like, are you gonna replay it? Are you gonna waste one of your replays just for that, with no runners on and to run it to a full count? The 2-0 pitch down the old middle. Strike one. No Shuan. Well, he walked in his last at-bats. One of Hanwha's base runners, one of their 4 on the day. And the 2-1 catches the top of the zone, 2-2. right, the 2-2 pitch. Only 83 pitches through 7+ innings here. And the 2-2 pitch way outside. 3-2. First full count of the day for Hanwha. The 3-2 pitch misses. That's going to be all for second walk of the day for Noshiwan. And a leadoff walk at that. They'll make the way out onto the mound. I don't think they're going to bunt with Chan Sung. Although the purpose of the bunt is to keep from hitting into a double play and from striking out. So this would be a guy that you would double play, would, you know, he's hit into 9 double plays on the season, not a fast guy, does strike out enough. He's got 69 strikeouts on the season, in just under 300 and something at bats. Oh yeah, but you don't bunt with Chan Sung. He's too old. He's old, so you don't because he's older. You don't bunt with him. That's part of the rules of you know, an ageism society. And that's in there for a strike. 0-1. Yep. Maybe he was waiting for that first strike, and now he's going to bunt, though. And the 0-1 misses upstairs. 1-1. I mean, he just walked a guy. Why would you ever bunt? But if it would have been any other batter except for Chan Sung, it would be a bunt. Even the announcers are so dumb at the actual game of baseball. In today's game of baseball, all they think about is a bunt. Even the announcers are talking about bunting. As that's going to be a line into the wall. Noshiwan on his horse. Is he going to come home? No, he's not. But Chan Sung is going to be standing at second. And Hanwha's got runners on second and third, with nobody out. That's what happens when you swing the bat and not that stupid fake bunt / swing crap. Noshiwan wanted to score. Thank goodness they didn't. He would have been out by about 10 feet. That might be it for Pak Seung. They go visit him, but apparently they're just talking about dinner reservations. 79 pitches through the first 2. Lotte's manager forgot he was managing a game. He was sitting down resting, and then he said, "Oh, what? This is a very important spot of the game. I forgot to that I'm actually a manager." All right. Kim Tae-yeon, who has been huge over the weekend, and looks at strike 1. The important thing here is Kim Tae-yeon has struck out today once, and Kim In-won on deck is also a strikeout-prone guy. Do they get Pak Seung here throwing to Kim Tae-yeon, hoping to get a strikeout? And then bring in a lefty to face Kim In-won. And the 0-1 fouled away 0-2. That's what I would do if I was a manager. But I'm not. I'm just an amateur announcer. All right, the 0-2 pitch to Kim Tae-yeon. Big at bats. Biggest at bat of the week for him. And that is only a strike if you're pitching to the Jolly Green Giant. All right, Kim Tae-yeon. The 1-2 pitch. And a chopper over the pitcher's head. The throw to first, but that's gonna score a run. And Kim Tae-yeon once again comes through as Hanwha puts up a run in the 7th inning on a groundout. Making productive outs. That's what you gotta do. No Shiwand gone on contact. And Kim In-won goes and hits it hard, but right at the second baseman who was drawn in, and that's 2 away now. I mean, that is just, that's just rough. All right, that's going to bring up Che Jae-hoon. He's single. He'd love to give himself a little birthday present here with an RBI to go with a single. And catches the outside. 0-1. He is not a fan of the ABS zone. These guys are not fans of the ABS zone until they're on the other side, and then they absolutely love it. And here comes the 0-1 pitch. And fouls that off with his foot. 0-2. No, it was off his shin almost. All right, the 0-2 pitch. Runner over at third. Obviously, need a hit of some sort or an error if you're playing Doosan. And he lifts that one. Left fielder giving chase over under it. 3-away. Runners on first and or second and third with nobody out. They're able to get one in on a ground out, and that'll be it for Hanwha in the 7th. They get 1 run on 1 hit. Leave a runner on base, but it's currently enough. As Park Se-young finishes the 7th, gives him 96 pitches. You have to think that's an excellent outing. Second most pitches he threw was that inning with 17. 11, 18, 15, 10, 11, 14, 17. Hanwha stranded 4 while he was on, but scored 1. We'll see what happens in the bottom of the 7th, I assume it'll be Park Sang-won coming out. Oh, Park Sang-won will come out. You'll have a little bit of other changes. Kim In-won will be done for the day. They will go with Euro Gyol over in left for defensive purposes, and then they'll go with Park Sang-won out on the mound. Moon Dong-ju is in line for a win that could bring him to even 5-5 on the season. Can Hanwha hold this lead? Their bullpen is rested. Park Sang-won obviously didn't pitch yesterday, but pitched Saturday and Sunday. 5.15 ERA, 2-3, 2 saves, 9 holds, 50 games, 50 and 2/3 innings, 49 strikeouts, 20 walks, 234 batting average against, and a 1.18 whip. So again, he pitched Saturday. He 1 inning on Saturday, then he pitched on Sunday, and ended up getting a 2-inning save. So faced the minimum on Sunday, 6 batters, and did give up a hit in Saturday's game, but nothing from it, as the first pitch is in there for a strike. Again, the strength of this team and why this team is sitting where they are with a possibility of going into 5th place if the lead holds is because of this bullpen, as that's fouled away 0-2. So elsewhere around the league, KT still getting skunked, and SSG also getting skunked. So Hanwha would take sole possession of 5th place if this lead is to hold. And here comes the 0-2 pitch. Low, 1-2. All right, the 1-2 pitch way inside, and so far inside, Daejeon can't even hold it, and it's now 2-2. Na Sung-yup singled in his last at-bats, a little swunter to get himself on first base, but was stranded. Then flew out to center field in his first at-bats. Lotte has just, they've had plenty of hits, they just can't do anything with them, as they haven't been able to string enough together. And the 2-2 pitch, that is lifted into the air. Kim Tae-yeon under it, 1 away. Again, should be Park Sang-won here, and then Han Sung-hyuk in the 8th, Joo Hyun-sang in the 9th. Alright, Yoon Dong-hee steps in and looks at strike 1 on the inside corner. Yoon Dong-hee 1 for 2 on the day. He singled, but also flew out to left when there was a runner on in front of him. And that is ripped. That's gonna one-hop the wall and should be standing on second, as he slides in with a 2-out double, or a 1-out double, sorry. Not 2 outs yet. That is the first extra base hits for Lotte on the day, his 2nd hit of the day. Image them shiny ends on them New Balances, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, they'll come out to talk to Pak Sang-won. A little chitty chatty. See how they want to face No Jin Hyuk. Han Sung Hyuk and Lee Sung-gyu warming up. They have suddenly have a ton of confidence in Lee Sung-gyu. Very interesting. Wouldn't have Lee Sung-gyu come in a 6-run game earlier 2 weeks ago, but suddenly they have him warming up in a 1-run game. No Jin Hyuk steps in 0 for 2 on the day. Swings and misses there, 0-1. Struck out in his first at-bats, a 4-3 ground out in his second. Alrighty, get it all reset. The 0-1 pitch to the shortstop. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Pak Sang-won is a fastball, forkball guy. For those of you that aren't familiar with him, does also throw a slider. They've tried him as a starter before. Didn't work out. They tried him as a closer. Kind of worked out, but it was very, very sketchy. But here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. That struck him out on 3 pitches. Fantastic, finally. As no more rolling into the other batter's box whenever you got a 2-0 or an 0-2 count. Finally, just going after him. All right, big strikeout there. Makes it 2 outs. And bottom of the order is going to be a pinch hitter. Jung-hoon will step in. Yep. And looks at ball 1. Jung-hoon, last 5 games, 3 for 9. Lotte fans are all super ecstatic to watch their team fly out to left with a runner on, as that's ball 2, 2-0. Yep. All right, the 2-0 pitch. That's ball 3. Wang Sung-bin on deck. 1 for 3 on the day with 2 strikeouts. Their closer is warming up. Kenny will tell us after 2 pitches whether he's going to be able to make a save or a win. As here comes the 3-0 pitch. Sets up in the other batter's box. Way outside. Pretty much said, we're not going to pitch to you. We got a free base. We'll let you swing at something if you feel like it. But that's going to bring up Wang Sung-bin. They'll run out a pinch runner now, as they want somebody who's going to be able to score on a double from first. Yeah, take 4 pitches, walk to first. All right, I'm not going to put him in because he's just going to come right out after this inning. As the catcher's spots will have to be replaced. All right, Wang Sung-bin steps in. 1 for 2, 2 strikeouts. That's ball 1 outside. 1-0. Park Sang-won now, 15 pitches, 8 of them for strikes, 7 for ball. Readjust my chair. All right, the 1-0 pitch sets up on the outside, fouls it back. 1-1. They are going to challenge the left fielder. Don't think he can catch up to fastball. Probably throw another fastball here and then try to get him chasing. And looks like he might have ripped his glove. Yep. A little ripped batting glove. He'll get a new one. And in the meantime, we'll look at grass. Park Sang-won gives up the 1-out double to Yoon Dong-mi, the center fielder, then strikes out No Jin-hyuk, but walks the pinch hitter, Jung-hoon, who has now been replaced over at first by a pinch runner, Park Sung-uk, I believe. Park Sung-uk? Yes, Park Sung-uk. Not going to put it in because, again, he pinched it for the catcher, which means he's going to go in. The next catcher is going to go in next inning. So, all right, the 1-1 pitch coming up now that he's got a new batting glove and chops that one foul. 1-2. Already 2 strikeouts on the day. A third strikeout would be massive for Hanwha. Mary Kate lurking in the background, looking for the Hanwha fans, looking for the ladies of Hanwha. All right, the 1-2 pitch coming up. Gonna go upstairs with a fastball. Time called. Would have been ball 2. Yeah, late, but that benefits Lotte definitely. There was a real late one called against for Hanwha Sunday. The Doosan pitcher was already moving. All right, the 1-2 pitch pops up. Gyo running in, catches it in foul territory, and that will end that threat as the replacement for defense is able to come through with a big catch. That'll be it for the 7th inning. We'll go to the 8th. Hanwha up 1-0. All right. Lee Do-yoon will lead things off for Hanwha in the top of the 8th. Defensively, I imagine Jung Bo-gun will take over behind the plates, as he is the only catcher left. We'll have a different. Park Sung-wook will take over at shorts. No Jin-hyuk will come out after another strikeout. Alright. Out on the mound is Busan Min, 4.96 ERA, 3-3, 0-7 holds, 50 games, 45 1/3 innings, 48 strikeouts, 31 walks, 282 batting average against, and a 1.70 whip. Like I said, Lee Do-yoon leads things off, looking to strike. Surprised they didn't go with a lefty here. Whoa, 1-1. Lee Do-yoon lined out to second base and flew out to left in his last at-bat. 0 for 2 on the day. And the 1-1 pitch, that's going to be a ground ball. Second baseman tosses one away. Surprised they didn't go with a left-hander here. You got Lee Do-yoon and Wang Young-mook. You got two left-handers coming up, and then Peraza, who's going to be a switch, so it doesn't matter where. But then after that, you have another left-hander with Jang Jin-hyuk. So surprising, as they did have a left-hander warming up earlier. But Wang Young-mook steps in. He is 0 for 3, and he is running out of Nick's patience. As that's inside 1-0. Wang Young-mook, since moving into the top of the lineup, is 1 for 12. As that's ball 2. Alright, the 2-0 pitch misses outside, 3-0. That's a strike there. Alright, the 3-1 pitch. And fouled away. Full count. Last full count that Hanwha had, the only full count that they've had, was a walk that came around to score. So, in order for Hanwha to get another run, they need to walk on this full count. And it's pretty much guaranteed to score. Or you could single with a full count. Either way, Hanwha's got another runner on base with a full count. All right, Peraza steps in, looking to get his second hit of the day, and not get hit for the second time today. He was hit by a pitch in his last at-bats, singled in his second at-bat, struck out in his first. 1 for 2 on the day. And that's way upstairs, 1-0. Again, not really sure why they went with the righty. Wang Young Mook, not a threat to steal. They think he is, but he's not, as that's in there for strike 1-1. Wang Young Mook, you got a shortstop second baseman who's 24 years old. You would think that he would be an absolute threat on the base pass, but he's 3 for 9 on the year. As that's outside at 2-1. And the throw over slides back. Yes, because you're the same age, you must be friends. All right, the 2-1 pitch. That's in there for a strike at the bottom, 2-2. He knew that was the pitch that he wanted, but a little late after the fact. And here comes the 2-2 pitch to Peraza. Gotta get another run here. That's in the dirts. 3-2. Another full count. Hanwha, 2 for 2 with base runners on the full counts. Here comes base runner number 3 from the full count. And the throw over to Wang Young Mook. All right, the 3-2 pitch. And he fouls it away. Wang Young Mook was on the run. Resets for another 3-2 count. First, we're gonna do baseball. And swing. Out. What did I say? Three stolen bases in 13 attempts. Apparently, they are not looking at the same statistics I am. They must got some of them fake statistics. Only possible explanation that there could be of why you would send somebody who's not a good base stealer when a guy that strikes out 30% of the time is batting. All right, well, Han Sung-hyuk will come out onto the mound for Hanwha as they continue to hold on to this lead. In 1-0 here, Hanwha, Moon Dong-ju, Park Se-eun both pitched pretty well. Moon Dong-ju didn't pitch great, but he pitched well enough. He's in line for the win. 6 innings, 91 pitches, 59 for strikes, 7 hits, 5 strikeouts. Park Se-eun, 7 innings, 96 pitches, 63 for strikes, 3 hits, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts, but he did give up the 1 earned run that is currently the difference between Hanwha and the other team. So we are in the bottom of the 8th, not the top. So Han Sung-hyuk comes out. He's pitched very well. Can he hold on to another lead? 4.15 ERA, 5-4 on the season, 15 holds, 56 games, 52 innings, 55 strikeouts, 35 walks, 244 batting average against, and a 1.5 whip. All right. First pitch, he's going to face Go Seung-bin. And that's in there for a strike. 0-1. So, Go Seung-min 1 for 3 on the day. Singled in his first at bat, way back in the first inning. And lifts that one into the outfield. It's going to be trouble as that drops in, and he's going to be sliding into second. He's out! Oh, they called him safe. It looked like he was out from my perspective, which is about 100 kilometers away. Looked very out unless he missed that tag. Difficult to see. Lee Do-yoon had him blocked, or Wang Young-mook, Lee Do-yoon had somebody blocked. I thought it was tough going for 2 there, but the ball beat him. Did he get the tag down is thy question. Oh, he's easily safe. Not even close. Look very safe, Nick. And they'll have a pinch runner. Well, it doesn't help whenever, you know. He's the one that's 189 centimeters. It's a good thing he isn't my height. He would have been out. We'll have a pinch runner there too. Oops. What the? So they got a Go Seung-min and a Gu Seung-min. But now stepping in is Song Ho Young, who is 2 for 3 on the day. Will they bunt here? That's the question we all want to know. Jang Do-sung pinch running here. And that's in there for a strike. They are not going to pinch. They are not going to bunt. Jang Do-sung. And that's going to be they're going to hold him up. Smart to hold him up. Euro-gyo would have probably not thrown him out, but why run him into the out there as they've got another hit. Runners now on the corners, first and third with nobody out. And Reyes steps up. Probably would have made a better throw if he would have ran. He's lulling him into sleep. All right, now runners on first and third. Reyes steps in, leading the league in batting average coming into today's game. That's what we said about Jared all weekend too. Reyes 0 for 3 on the day. Behind him isn't anybody else you want to face either. Is Junjunu. The 4-5 hitters, 3-4-5 hitters for Lotte are definitely the danger for this team. But here we got runner on third is Jongdu Jung. Jongdu Jung? No. Jongdu Sung. I was like, that can't be right. That doesn't make any sense. Jongdu Sung. Obviously, he's coming home on anything that is wild out of the way. The 1-0 pitch outside, 2-0. They don't want to throw something good to him, but they also don't. Yeah. 10 hits, 1 walk, no runs, because they've hit into 2 double plays. And stranded 7. And fouls that one away. That was he always looks like he should be like the villain in a movie. All right, here we go. The 1-0 game, a 2-1 counts, runners on first and third, number 4 hitter up. Swings at a pitch in the dirt. And apparently it was a foul, as they will head back. 2-2 now. Strikeout here would be huge, as that would put the double play as a possibility to get out of this inning. What the hell was he swinging at? Oh my lord. Good lord. All right, the 2-2 pitch. Runners on first and third. 1-0 game. KBO batting average leader at the plate, but it's 0 for 3 on the day. And ball 3. Second full count of the day for him. Last one was his last at-bat, and he struck out swinging. He has a 4-3 double play, a pop-up to the shortstop, a strikeout, and a 3-2 count to try to get the tying run in. And that's going to be a liner to center field. John Jin-hyuk does not have an arm, and that will tie the game. The outfielders for Hanwha aren't known for their arms. No hit for Reyes, but it's enough to make this game go a little bit longer. And a guy that's still dangerous, Jun Jinu, steps in now. 1 for 3 on the day, with a single back in his first at-bat. Looks at ball 1. Han Sung-hyuk now 11 pitches so far. 298s on the season for Lotte's captain, their DH. Welcome those of you that have just joined the broadcast or the stream or the whatever you want to call it. All right. So over on first is Son Ho Young, the third baseman. And the 1-0 pitch misses inside, 2-0. Junjunu grounded out to short in his second at bat, then struck out on a questionable check swing that didn't look like he went around on the replay. Back in the 6th inning. All right, the 2-1 on deck is Na Sung-yup. And that misses way inside, 3-0. I will admit that I'm not entirely sure about how Han Sung-hyuk usually pitches after he gives up the run or blows a save. Because he has pitched so well, and again, the strength of Hanwha is their back end of their bullpen. So the 3-0 pitch, that's gonna get across for a strike. So Han Sung-hyuk, he really just has pitched extremely well in the second half. And again, that's everybody from the back end of the bullpen. A .9 ERA in this month as that gets away, and they had to wait to make sure it was a ball, but the ball was so far away that the runner over at first had to wait because the umpire didn't call it. And now they've got the go-ahead run at second base. Plenty of speed off the third baseman, sorry. But they'll have a pitching change, as I imagine that they're going to go to Lee Sang-kyu here. Again, 2 weeks ago, they did not trust Lee Sang-kyu to pitch in a 6-inning game. Like, they were up 6-0, and they didn't trust him to pitch in that game, but suddenly, that's one of the guys that they're going to go to. They haven't announced who's just yet, but we'll see. I assume... Nope, they're going to go to Kim Saw-hyun. Something makes a little bit more sense. Kim Saw-hyun, the hard-throwing 20-year-old. Is he still 20? Yep, he turned 20 in May. So, the first overall pick back in 2022's draft, but the end of 2022. Made his debut last year, did not pitch well, struggled with command really badly. Even this year, struggled with velocity and command as the former manager tried to change something, and he lost a ton of velocity and command. Went and worked on it. Since this new pitching coach took over after the All-Star break, he has been extremely good. Had a rough outing his last outing, but that was largely in part because he pitched 2 games in a row, which he has never, ever shown that he has the ability to do. And luckily, Hanwha was able to get away with the victory, but yeah. So, we will have Kim Saw-hyun out on the mound. Na Sung-yup will be stepping in to the batter's box to face the guy that's going to throw 155, 157, 292 on the season, 0-1, 6 holds, 25 games, 24 and 2/3 innings, 26 strikeouts, 28 walks. So he does struggle with command as that's a ball outside. But in the second half is really where he's been. Because of the last game, his average is kind of blown up a bit, but really has pitched well, as that's going to be a pop fly left fielder over, coming up under its 2 away. All right, that's going to bring up Yoon Dong-hee. Yoon Dong-hee, the center fielder, he's 1 for 2 on, or 2 for 3 on the day with a single and a double. All right. And first pitch is in there for a strike in the top of the zone. I like the Kim Saw-hyun. I'd like it a lot more if Hanwha is still tied 1-1 going into the ninth. That they bring in not Ju-hyun Song. All right, here comes the 0-1 pitch. And that's going to be a little bloop, and it's going to be... Two to one. All right, well, that's going to bring up the catcher, Jung Bo-gun. Still a runner over on the third, and Kim Saw-hyun can throw a wild pitch here and there. Just have to think about that, as that's going to be a single up the middle, and it's not going to need a wild pitch, as that's going to be another run. And that bullpen that Hanwha has done so well against is showing the cracks of being used 4 days a week. All right, well, that's going to bring up Park Sung-wook, who has yet to hit today. Looks at ball one, and this game is still not over. Again, 2 outs, runners on first and second. Lotte still has to close out the game, and remember, Lotte leads the league in blown saves. So, the 1-0, and that's swing and a miss at ball 2. 1-1. So, Park Sung-wook, 264 on the season, 81 for 307. He took over as a pinch runner for Jung-hoon after he walked on a pinch hit for Son Sung-bin, and stayed in to play shorts for No Jin-hyuk, as that's another ball that drops out of the zone, swings at ball 3, 1-2. He is hitting 400 in his last 5 games, 4 for 10. I mean, it's swing and a miss. That'll end the inning. I mean, maybe, but like, you have to think at some point, you know, you got they've been pitching really, really well, but you're using them 4 days a week. Eventually, they're going to have a bad day. And when you think about some of these, as I'm gonna hit some music here. So if we think about, like, if we look at some of Hanwha's guys, so Kim Saw-hyun, okay, this is only his second year in the league. Last year he pitched in 20 games, This year he's pitched in 25, but most of them come at the end here. He's pitched 22 and a third innings last year, 24 and 2/3 innings this year. But again, the thing with him is since July, he's thrown 20 of those innings. So most of his innings for the second league have come after July, and very, very high pressure situations. Han Sung-hyuk, on the other hand, he's been in the league for a long time. This year was the first year that he really was just in the bullpen. They tried to have him be a starter last year. He's thrown 56 games this year. Last year, he threw 36 innings, and that included as a starter. This year, he's already thrown 42 innings. So they continue to use the same guys over and over 3-4 times a week. They'll use them 2 innings in a row. They'll use them 2 games in a row. So, yeah, it starts to really build on it. Now, is it the thing? Who knows? But Kim Won-jung out on the mound, 3.50 ERA, 19 saves, 2-5. Again, Kenny will let us know. He knows this team way better than I do. John Jin-hyuk will lead things off for Hanwha. And they do have some other substitutions for they do have some other substitutions around, but I'm not going to put them all in this late in the game, as that one is nowhere near anybody's strike zone. Those of you that are hanging out, please make sure you like and subscribe to this stream so that it gets pushed out to more people, so that the KBO can realize they need an English broadcaster. So please do so. But the 1-1 pitch, a swing and a miss, and that's 1-2. He is going to be facing the 3-4-5 hitters for Hanwha. John Jin-hyuk 0 for 3 on the day with a pop out to third as he looks at ball 2 in the dirt. Popped out to third baseman in foul territory his first at bat, then bunted into a 1-2-3-6-4-3 double play. Thank you, sir. I stream every game, every Hanwha game. So here's the 2-2 pitch. That's gonna be through for a single, and Hanwha's got a needed base runner. As now the tying run comes to the plate in No Shiwan. No Shiwan from Busan. Rivers, I plan on hitting up the playoffs no matter who's playing, as I've started to get everything situated and sorted for the playoffs coming up in a month. So no matter who you're enjoying. All right, so that's going to bring up No Shiwan. Again, Hanwha's number 4 hitter, 0 for 1 on the day, 2 walks, and a 6-3 ground out. Says that's low, ball 1. Oh, that's what I like to hear, Kenny. Lotte did get that extra run, though, so we'll see if that helps. As that's fouled away, 1-1. Yeah, I'm actually a Hanwha season ticket holder. That's my Hanwha collection, or most of my Hanwha collection. I've been going to Hanwha games for 11 years now. And just missed that one. 1 and 2. All right, the 1-2 pitch to Noshiwan. Again, he can tie it up in one swing. Last year's home run champion, home run king. And that's ball 2. Does not have any home runs this year in Busan. Still hitting 308 in here. I honestly I don't watch the MLB that much anymore because the time difference for me. I work during the day when the games are. I'm a Cardinals fan though, so yeah. There's no reason to watch MLB for me. All right, the 2-2 pitch. John steps off the back of the mound. John Jin Hyuk on first base. He has plenty of speed. Noshiwan is very off balance whenever he swings. He drops down to one knee quite a bit, so when he does make contact, he hits into a lot of double plays. Only 5 double plays this year because he's not making contact very much. In fact, he's 10th in the league in strikeouts. His little foot dance, Kenny. And chops that one foul as it stays 2-2 on a pitch almost at the plate. Kenny, how's the rain looking down there? All right, the 2-2 pitch. Kim Won-jung, 10 pitches already in this inning, 0 outs. Did he go? Did not go, and Hanwha's got their 4th full count of the day. Again, first full count was Noshiwan, who walked and scored, then a full count single and a full count strikeout. All right, here comes. Well, will they be done by 10? They got 48 minutes, Kenny. All right, here comes the 3-2 pitch to Noshiwan. If he walks him, it is gonna get interesting. And he checks over on John Jin Hyuk. His hat is just covered in that lovely KBO rosin. Think he gets a new hat every day, or do you think he goes and gets it washed? As that is in the dirt, nowhere near the strike zone. And Hanwha's got the curse on base. First and second, nobody out. Cheon Sung, who has a big double already today. The double moved Noshiwan over to third back in the 7th inning whenever he walked on the last one. And that's going to bring up, again, Cheon Sung here, doubled already, struck out, lined out to second base. Noshiwan, 3 walks now today, 1 walk on a full count. He is the 1 Hanwha run. So we'll see what happens this time as he walked on once again a full count. Obviously, they're going to trade a double play for moving the runner over. Cheon Sung has hit into, I believe, 8 double plays on the season. 9 double plays on the season. but he has been a completely different hitter in the second half and steps in 1 for 3. And that's ball 1. Hitting .375 this month, .348 with runners on first and seconds. But Hanwha's curse is first and seconds, nobody out. Often because they tried to bunt. And that's gonna be a 4-6-3 double play. Well done, Kenny. Nice call. All right, well, bringing up Kim Tae-yeon. He did it twice this weekend. Can he do it again today? Second baseman wearing straight up Little League pants. Got the elastic on the bottom of the legs. John Jin-hyuk over at third base now. Kim Tae-yeon steps in and looks at ball 1. Kim Tae-yeon 304 on the season, 0 for 3 on the day, but he does have an RBI. He would love to get another one here. 5-3 ground out, a strikeout, and a 4-3 putout that scored a run back in the 7th. Came up big over the weekend in both Saturday and Sunday's games against Doosan, though. And lifts that one into the center fielder's glove, and that will be it. And Hanwha blows a save and loses a chance to go to 5th place. Well, sorry, Mary Kate, if you're back there somewhere. Hanwha blows the lead, and I'm gonna say right now, I'm putting it on the 4th inning. I'm putting it on the 4th inning, and I'm putting it on the fact that you put Kim Tae-yeon down in the 6th spots once again, as so many times, so many times, you put Kim Tae-yeon down on the 6th spots, and you couldn't score any runs. Hanwha scored 1.5 more runs per game with Kim Tae-yeon in the leadoff spots. But this manager, who still thinks it's 1985, decided that that was a bad idea to score runs, and instead he's done what he keeps doing, including the 4th inning. I'm telling Mary Kate, that 4th inning, Peraza gets a leadoff single, and then you bunt, you pop it up, catcher drops it, or first pitcher drops it. So you, instead of having a first runner on first with your number 3 hitter swinging away, you got nobody on, 2 outs, because you have your number 3 hitter bunt into a 1-2-3-6-4-3 in or double play to erase the leadoff single. You know, I told you I didn't think Hanwha deserved to win, and what's, the thing is KT lost. They lost 6-1. SSG is currently down 10-4. So, and then looks like Doosan came back to go ahead against NC. But Hanwha really had a chance to put themselves into the playoffs, but again, management decisions ruins so much. Yeah, and so again, Lotte stranded so many runners on base that it didn't really help, but Hanwha Hanwha was hitless with runners in scoring position. They had one hit all game with runners on base, and that was the Chaein Sung double. And then it followed by a 4-3 ground out, a 4-3 ground out, and a flyout. I talked about it in the description. Again, I don't have time to do the whole video prediction right now, but I'm putting kind of lead-ins and predictions and thoughts into the description of each stream I'm doing, and I talked about it in there how Hanwha has been really, really reliant on the home runs. And the big wins that they had in SSG and the big wins that they had again in Cheongju all really came via the home run. So over the weekend, some of their big runs came with home runs. They really have not hit well with runners in scoring position. They have not hit well with runners on. Luckily, over the weekend, Doosan has one of the worst managers in the league in Lee Sung-yeop. I mean, the guy is a legend in Daegu. He's a legend in the KBO. But as far as in the dugouts, it's a different legendary. The Doosan fans are... the Doosan fans are just ready for him to go hang out in Daegu for the rest of his life. Hanwha doesn't play well in Busan. Park Se-eung pitched extremely well. Again, in the description, I talked about how he pitches really bad against Hanwha in Daejeon, not in Busan, where the game is. Lotte hit into a couple of very big double plays, but they continued to hit and hit and hit and hit and hit and hit. And eventually those hits came through. When you're hitting the ball that much, when you got 12 hits, it's tough to not score some runs. Hanwha with 5 hits and 4 walks versus the 12 hits and 2 walks. Yeah, you can't rely on the home run in Sajik. The 20-foot walls just pretty much ruins that. But I mean, there was no balls hit in the air to the wall. So that was, Park Se-eung pitched really well. Now tomorrow is going to be a very big day. Tomorrow will be Barnes will be pitching for Lotte. I can tell you that Barnes will be pitching for Lotte, and that is huge. The reason why that is huge is because he owns Hanwha. And when I mean owns Hanwha, I mean owns Hanwha. He's pitched 8 games against them. He has won 6 of them. His first year, 2022, he went 3-0 against them with a 1.50 ERA. Last year, 4 games, he went 2-0 against them with a 2.42 ERA. This year, in 1 game, he's 1.23 ERA. But Hanwha can't hit. He had 13 strikeouts the last game he played against Hanwha before he got hurt. He had 24 last year in the 4 games. And he had 18 the year before in the 3 games. He's given up 10 runs total in 8 games against Hanwha. He's also been pitching well. So, yeah. Again, Hanwha, their strength has been their bullpen. And their bullpen has showed some cracks today. They'll be right back out there tomorrow, as long as Hanwha has the lead. But the problem for Hanwha tomorrow is they have Weiss on the mound, and it's not Weiss being the problem. Weiss has been phenomenal since coming and taking over for Sanchez. The problem has been the fact that the defense behind Weiss has not been great. It was great the last game, but they can't score any runs for Weiss. He's pitched the last 2 weeks. Okay. Last week on Friday, he pitched 6 innings. They scored 4 in the first, but that was because of a ridiculous home run by Jang Jin-hyuk. But that's the only game that they've really scored more than, I think, 3 or 4 runs while he's been pitching. Earlier in the year, it was a problem with Ryun-jin. They could not score runs when he was pitching. They still can't score runs when he's pitching either. But so Weiss is definitely Hanwha's best pitcher at this point. But when Weiss pitches, Hanwha doesn't hit. And combine that with Barnes, who Hanwha doesn't hit against, and the fact that it's in Busan, where Hanwha has always struggled ever since I've known them. And it's a recipe for not a good day. Which also means, since it's the KBO, they could knock Barnes out in the 4th inning and they could win 12-2. But yeah, statistically, it should be another big pitchers duel. It should be. But can Hanwha, come away with it? Again, I still think Hanwha's bullpen, the back end of the bullpen, is much better than the Lotte bullpen. They got the save today, but can he pitch 2 days in a row and get 2 saves in a row? Yeah, Kenny would probably say he wouldn't trust it. So, yeah, Hanwha, Moon Dong-ju pitched well. Overall, they didn't play horribly, but decisions, again, ruining chances at scoring runs by lowering your percentage to score runs by the management. You got a manager calling for really bad decisions, and instead of playing, with a 1-0 lead or a 2-0 lead early in the game, you're playing with a 1-0 lead late in the game. And, things really start to change. And the fact that, you gave that guy a double play when he'd been pitching really well. You had a chance to, lead off a leadoff single. First chance, you got your 3, 4, 5 hitters coming up. A chance to extend an inning, to give your pitcher some rest, to extend that inning, run that pitch count up, get into the bullpen sooner. But you call for the bunt. And what happens? The pitcher drops it. It ends up being a double play, and instead of having a 25 pitch inning where you possibly running up, getting 1 or 2, 3 runs, he gives up a leadoff single, and then you have a 10 pitch inning instead of a 20 pitch inning. He goes into the 7th inning, which means they use less of their bullpen, and these things, again, today is the first day of the series, which means these things add up, especially in the KBO, where the KBO bullpens are really weak past maybe 2 or 3 guys, and especially in consecutive days. So you have that, and then you also have the run-in with Wang Young-mook. Please stop running Wang Young-mook. The guy's got 3 steals. He's been thrown out 10 times now. Strike him outs with Peraza, who strikes out a ton, and you have Wang Young-mook, who gets thrown out running a ton. And again, more decisions by the coaching staff that just don't make any sense. Hanwha, over the weekend, they benefited from a manager that was not very good, and bad late game decisions and late game errors from Doosan. Today's game had a manager that used to be the manager in Doosan until they ran him out after he finally missed the playoffs one year. and the team came through in the end. So it was the manager that most Hanwha fans wish they would have gotten, but instead they lost to him. And so Hanwha loses a chance to move into 5th place, and they are now running out of chances to catch up in the playoff race. As again, they need to make up now 6 games because they need to be about 500 to make the 5th spots. But thank you everybody for tuning in, for watching. I will be back tomorrow for game 2. That should be Barnes versus maybe Weiss, maybe some other random guy that's never started a game before in the KBO, like last week. Who knows? But thank you guys for tuning in. Until next time.